Hey guys, Bot1025 here, playing KSP once again. Today, we'll be flying another version of the V1 Doodlebug or Buzz Bomb. Of course, there's the Pulsejet. The engine comes from the Pulsejet AS14, I believe is the name of it. Mod. Of course, it's a pretty good mod. Custom sound effects for the Pulsejets and all. And I had a few ramjets as well, so just a quick... I'm going to show you guys what the parts are. So there's the Lord and Sanger ramjet. Oh god, no. And there's the Type 2, which is just a heck of a lot bigger. And there's the AS044, which is what we have there. It's a more advanced version of the V1 Pulsejet, and then there's the AS14. Which is that. There's a slight size difference, but not much. So let's get ready to launch. I'm not exactly sure how the real one was launched, but I'm fairly certain it was on some sort of rocket sled type. Design. I believe I actually used compressed air, but... Yes, I believe the real V1 used compressed air, but of course we don't have that in KSP. Let's get ready to ignite the AS044. Could be the Argus AS14 Pulsejet mod. I'm sorry, I'm taking... oh god, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm taking screenshots as I go. Ignition of the SRBs. Now. Be careful, it does have a tendency to wibble wobble. And there we go. So the V1 has launched. Close that. Yes. Now, of course, our target is the other airfield. Oh god, look at that smoke. Of course, a very good tactical maneuver in this case is to climb up into the cloud layer, which of course would hide you from the enemy visually. Oh good god, we're losing thrust. I don't know why. Is it really that dependent on being a low altitude? Because if so, then wow. Yes, as you can see, this is almost a supersonic vehicle. Of course, as you can see, no landing gear because this is a missile. Of course, the real one used a gyroscope, like a compass and gyroscope mechanism, which basically point the target, poof, and it's gonna stay on target, and had a kind of propeller on the nose that would tick down and count how many miles were left, and once it reached 0, the pulse jet cut off, the hydraulic lines were cut, and 2 little flaps kind of were pushed out of the bottom. And that caused it to dive on, well, London really, it was the only place this was used. So if you heard this, you would... that wouldn't really be that bad. It's once it stops that it's a problem, because then you know that thing is diving towards London. There we go. Now, so of course the real one couldn't do these maneuvers that I'm doing. And there we go, we have a BD Armory warhead in there. Of course these buildings cannot be destroyed. However, it wasn't very accurate, so you could use it on bombings of a city, but for example you couldn't just be like, okay, we want to bomb that building, that military headquarters, in whatever city. As you can see, there's actually a city pasted on this island here. Of course, you wouldn't really have buildings there, would you? We're cutting it off, even though, like, so hopefully they won't hear us. But at this point, we're low enough that they could probably see us, and we're actually pretty good. We're pretty well on target. Oh, bollocks. Whoosh! There we go. Oh, the warhead kept on flying, but that's still a pretty good success. However, I'm going to go back to the space plane. Hang on. Okay, guys, this is what I can show you about that experience. The game crash is that, well, Germany was developing. Well, let's see if I can take that, remove this, move this. Hold on. Oh, wait. Remove this. Remove this. Position this here. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I need to rebuild the fairing, but that's no problem here. Now, center of mass. Alright, yeah. Yep, it still fits pretty well. Now, I believe it was called the Reichenberg, however, I'm not exactly sure. And it never saw combat, but this was kind of, they saw the somewhat successful Japanese kamikaze tactics. And yeah, this can go away. So this is just a V1 with a cockpit. I believe there were some training versions with wheels. Let's see. Okay, don't worry about Bill, he'll be fine because I'll just revert. There we go, we have the AS-44 powering up. Also, the gear is unlocked. Yes, yes. So there we go, that thing is powering up. And of course, this would be a lot more precise because of the pilot guiding it. Wait! Oh, no, 9. Well, oh, right, fairings. Right. No, losing control. Bang. Just bang. Right, revert to orange. Now. Oh, right, yeah, no. That's not what we want. We don't want this here. We want this here. Now. Brakes. Is that gone. And of course, if you're going too fast with a Pulsejet, it's going to start losing thrust. And of course, really, we wouldn't have this problem of veering off sideways. I believe I could just remove half of the fuel. Well, it survived most of the way. Of course, we're launching another. Of course, this one, it would be really effective to do the climb into the clouds thing. Look at all that smoke. I don't know what that was where. So yes, this is just the cockpit of the Reichenberg. I'm not sure if that was what it's called. Also, you can see we're losing thrust quite a bit. But we want to make it into the clouds. Or that will also be slightly problem. Why is this in orbit mode? It's clear I'm not going to space. And there we go. We're almost in. We're almost within the cloud layer. Well, this is good for us, and terrible for them because they cannot really see us. So, for example, they might hear us coming, but they won't know where we are. And of course, this one could perform. Well, they can still probably see us somewhat. Yeah, but, however, yeah, it's very difficult to see out of the clouds, which can be somewhat problematic, shall we say. Because, like, you can just about make out the island there. So let's start slightly heading over there. And then we're doing more. Then we're doing more of just a nosedive down, pitch up, bang. So we're still going to attempt to fly into the hangar. I've done this before, actually. Except that time the warhead actually, detonated inside the hangar instead of, just having the V1 explode in the hangar and then poof, warhead explodes on the side of a cliff. So they might start seeing the Reichenberg right about now. Therefore we will pitch up. I'm not sure if it's called the Reichenberg. I'm just going to refer to it as that for now, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course. So there's the warhead. It's just a small warhead. Of course, the Japanese had their own version of the. Well, they had their own kind of suicide fighter, even though they converted most, quite a few types of aircraft. Usually the Zero, the Mitsubishi Zero. Oh God, no! Don't roll over. We're not doing that. Now, okay, we don't have a problem with nosediving right now, right here. Okay, we might have problems getting over that ridge. No, we'll clear it. We'll easily clear it. I don't know if I took any screenshots, but that's a pretty good example of how that would work. So as you can see, the I-beam Pocket Edition, all those crash into the terrain. How? Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see the order of which these things. The airframe protective. Okay, so the fairing crashed into the old airfield. And the first liquid fuel fuselage crashed. That doesn't make sense. The high explosive warhead. And the liquid fuel fuselage. You can see these are all happening. And then the wing can. So these exploded due to overheating because that's how that works. The Elevon 1 collided into the surface, so that didn't explode. So yeah, instantly. But anyways, guys, that's various versions of V1. I'm Boss 25. Goodbye.